Hello everybody, hope you're doing well. Welcome to a top 5 tips for the month video. Today, videos have been a little bit later on than normal, kind of releasing, and that's because I've been trying to sort out. Me and Em have been project managing some work that's happening for a month, starting Monday, and because we've got a lot of work happening at the house, and then also I'm project managing something that my dad's. So there's a lot of stuff happening all of a sudden, but we get on with stuff, don't we, in life? Okay, top 5 tips of the month. Telling you about what I've got on, but top 5 tips of the month. Let's kind of break this down. Tip number 1. Let's talk about Heart of Fire. Heart of Fire is ending soon. So soon that your decision around what you're doing for the event, if you have not done anything, you've probably done what you wanted to do. Investing a lot of units may not be the wisest idea. Investing free, though, might be something for you. If you've got no opportunities for these particular types of events, I'm sorry about that. I know a lot of people have reached out about, like, why do I not have this event and why do I not have that event? If you do think that you should be receiving the Phoenix Force or the Sunstorm event, or you haven't even seen the Moonshot event, then contact Kabam. I think that's important to do. Contact Kabam, let them know. They might be able to sort it out, or they might not. It just does depend. I'm still sticking at this moment in time with getting the 600 free units. Yes, Kabam give out 600 free units. You know, this is great. It's a great opportunity. It just adds more to your coffers and your amount that you've got, which is nice. You can see mine now up to 5,564. And I've got a lot of things still to do in game, especially this month. Actually, I think I'm going to have a bit of a rest tomorrow, put a fun video out, and then go do Valiant difficulty, and then see what time I've got left to do some Battlegrounds and some other stuff. But it's a very busy time, depending on what you want to achieve within the game. So go and get those 600 units, or invest more units, or don't. I think there are some people out there undecided whether or not they'll push further in Phoenix Force in order to grab themselves something of a 7-star crystal or a selector. That's just down to a personal choice for you, but a lot of people have done that and felt very disappointed with investing high amount of units and not really getting anything of great value for it. This is why I do think people should focus on July 4th deals. So tip number 2 is all about the side quest. The side quest can give you a lot more shards. Like you can see here, I've got a lot of Cavalier Desperate Measures crystals, shards, a lot more than what most people do. However, you will have to, if you want to get all the shards, all the difficulties. Kabam have opened this particular month to grab all the difficulties. This is a blessing and a curse at the same time, because yes, there is a high volume of things to pick up. I actually recommend doing all of the difficulties, and I know some people might not like that. But from what you pick up, you can pick up a nice amount of exploration rewards, which are 6-star shards. Yeah, okay, 6-star shard value, who cares? It's just dupes, extra shards, 7-star variety, extra max signature crystals, extra ISO. It's all there for the taking. And there's more tier 2 dust, tier 1 dust, because in the lower difficulties, there's tier 1 dusts as well. So that's why I recommend it, because it's like you... And here's something I do recommend. Build a 4-star team that has, as you can see, their game is... Oh, it's working now. Build a 4-star team, max signature those 4 stars, use them in Summoner Trials to farm units in that particular arena. It makes it easier when you do it. So yes, do that. And also, remember, if you're doing the final fight, there is an objective which is all about defeating the end boss with a saga champion for Mysterium. So if you don't want to get your Mysterium, don't do it. Just focus on the countering. But just bring down the enemy to about, I don't know, 10%. Finish it off with a saga champion. Get your Mysterium. Buy some extra things. It's a win-win for most people. So yeah, make sure to do that. There's a video I did on this I did it Friday of last week. Tip number 3 is plan your targets. What are you looking to achieve with your roster? Defensive setups, Battlegrounds deck. We're talking champion rank ups. I'm really close to being able to, and I'll probably, after I've done the Valiant quest or whatever quest, getting another rank for 7-star, and then I've got to do Act 9.2 to get my 3rd one, and that's where I'm hopefully going to just take a bit of a break. Although 9.3 is around the corner, so we never know, and also there's some endgame content probably coming out. And of course the Phoenix thing coming out next week. So it's a busy old time in the world of Marvel Contest of Champions. But I think it's important to like set up some strong champions. As the meta shifts of what are some of the best defenders and attackers in the world of MCOC, rank up some defenders that are frustrating. Rank up some attackers that are cutthroat. Look at things that you need. Do you need an Incinerate immune, inverted control immune champion? Well, Jack-o'-lantern might be that one that you might need. Do you need a very obscure defensive god, which is in the shape and form of a mystic that can deliver some poison? Well, you might, and also unstoppable. You might be interested of ranking up a man thing. There's lots of different options available to you to what you want to facilitate, but there could be something you kind of go, hey, this is being used on me in Battlegrounds quite frequently. It's frustrating. I have one of these. If I rank them up, I might have or stand a better chance of doing exactly the same to somebody else. Look at what you're getting beat by, whether it's someone using it as an attacker or you're getting beat in defense, and go, how do I get myself one of these and rank them up? All that kind of like thought process stuff. And also set targets. If you're looking to go up a progression, then look at where you can go for it. I need tier 7 basics. Where do I go for that? You might need tier 4 alpha. Where do I go for that? Ask these questions and then kind of go to the locations, or go, how many units or how much resources is it going to take to go and do that? Will it require something radical like holding on to a load of free crystals? Like, you know, you can see there, I've got free Valiant crystals times 119. Is this going to help me go through Lotan and therefore I won't go for my units? Maybe. Should I be farming my units for something like an endgame piece of content or an upcoming endgame piece of content, like at the end of the year, Kabam will put something brand new that you could either go through with a lot of unit spend, like an Epic of Pain type thing. So plan for that, prepare, target, and think. Tip number 4 is all about Radiance. Maybe holding on to some. Hoarding, possibly, but the extent of the volume you're going to need to what champions. If you remember, the Unstoppable Colossus as a 6-star, sorry, not 7-star, as a 6-star cost a lot of loyalty. So people farmed and hoarded a lot of loyalty. Radiance is similar, but it has more kind of like rare items. There are some things off the back, like the units at 75 per time, 750 that you get over the course of once every 35 days, and of course costs a lot. Well, not a lot. What is a lot nowadays with Radiance? But Radiance is going to be given out a lot more to players in the future. So you can make a decision on what you do with it. Effectively, you will be holding on to your Radiance for a large quantity of time. And farming it, again, is going to be a bit of a tricky ordeal. Kabam are going to have released very, very soon more opportunities for you to get Radiance. And yeah, there's going to be the big ticket items like rank up gems, limited crystals, or rare champions. Oh, okay, sorry about that. That's the rear of Magik. That was a really bad kind of like click right there. I wanted to click on this. God, of all the things. Anyway, moving on, back on track. And yes, because it's going to be added to AQ, Raids, and Alliance Wars, this is going to be an important time for players to think about holding on to Radiance, what they want in the future, because guess what? You ain't going to be able to get in the first 2-3 months something you want. And for a lot of players, it'll take a lot longer to farm the Radiance required in order to get some of these items right here. So hold on, think about the future, think about what would be good to invest in for Magik and something like that. And our final tip is going to be all about farming units. Yes, July 4th deals are very close, 55 days I've surmised. So if it's 55 days, what is your opportunity for unit take home? Well, if you do all of the stuff that's listed here, you'll have 7,210 units from those areas. If you do a bit of arena farming, we add in a bit more, like about 12,000 units more. By doing all the arenas, yes, that is definitely the case. And that will get you something nice. 18,000 units is enough right now, or what will be that event, to get you something substantial. I would say 21,000 is probably best, and pushing up to that 36,000 is going to be something of a stretch, especially if you've just blasted a load of units for the Heartfire event. But if you want something like a basin that you could just get something and go, okay, I got something, it was okay, it was nice, I felt like I got something nice from July 4th deals, then definitely think about adding in a bit of a Summoner Trials farm to this. But from a low end perspective, about 11k I reckon you could probably get between now and then. Maybe a little bit more. It depends on your willing, and it depends on your resolve. But mostly it depends of you not going absolute batshit crazy because you've gone, I don't want to farm arena. For the love of God, make sure I don't farm arena. But if you want these things and you're a non-spending player, you're going to have to do it. And if you're a spending player looking how to minimize your spend, then guess what? Farming a bit of units, spending a little bit of money, means that you can have a happy medium to then go and grab some of the bigger volumes of units to help you out with grabbing some cool deals, close to about 20k per time. Anyway, that has been it for the top 5 tips of the month of May. Check out some other content which will be located on screen right now. Have a lovely day and catch you later on. Cheers and goodbye.